Right. So we lost a couple of days of recording, so sorry. But I mean, when I say a couple of days, I mean a couple of cycles. So, we have learned that we are in trouble. We are fading. We do have a 3. A 3 is what we need to get our last bit of data. You'll see where we're at. In trouble.
Hold on there, sleeper.
Comes a voice from behind you.
Don't you run.
Stay still. I'm not running.
Good.
A hand pats your coat down.
You know your master's voice.
Ethan spins you around. He's wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket, and you immediately know he is terrible news.
You got all the way out here and then stayed put.
He laughs a cruel laugh. That's a sleeper thing? You're my first. You can barely hear him. You've noticed the handgun he has leveled at your chest, and it's hard to take your eyes off it. He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of ring out from a belt loop without taking his eyes off you.
Making it to the eye, though. That's pretty good.
This place isn't so bad.
This place isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people.
I pull most of my contracts out of asteroid caves or off godforsaken moons. He splits the ring into 2 perfect circles. It's hard to hit civilization when there's so much space to pass through. Who are you? Just a freelancer on a contract. He reaches over to slide the rings around your wrists.
Go easy.
Make a break for it. You see a chance the moment his eyes leave you to watch the rings. You spin, knocking him away and sprinting down the corridor. Then the shot rings out, echoing off the metal so loud it hurts your ears. A bullet hole smokes in the wall beside your head. You freeze and Ethan closes the gap. This is a very boring routine. Trust me, I've seen it all before. He slips the rings over your trembling wrists. Ethan nudges you to start walking.
To the ship at home,
he whistles. Going easy. You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind your mind racing. Please, stop.
Don't debase yourself by begging, please.
Ethan pulls a sharpshooter's earplug out, then pops it back in.
Consider these deaf ears.
Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all the way out here just to head back to Essenarp right away. That track rewards of yours makes this too quick. Was hoping you'd put a bit more of a chase, you know? A run in battle through the bright market maybe, or a holdout in the low end. There's a few establishments I would have enjoyed checking out while I asked around. Oh dear, we are in some trouble. You walk in silence for a little longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. That Essenarp tracker will be the death of you.
Hey, I have an idea.
Ethan interrupts your thoughts. How about on the way back to the ship we stop for a drink?
I'm buying.
He laughs at his own joke. I have a better idea. This better not be one of those where you do a dramatic pause and then try to jump me, because I'm pretty tired of that. Although, muses Ethan, I've got myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most lawless joints in the surrogate systems, and we're heading for the exit. He pauses, and as you trudge on in silence. Okay, here's the idea, starts Ethan. You and me, we make a little agreement. Here are the terms. Here are the terms. He turns you to face him. You run, or leave, or try to abandon the eye, I shoot you. You plot or scheme, you try to kill me, I shoot you. But, he smiles. You come to meet me at an establishment of my choice every few cycles and you pay my tab, I don't shoot you. He pauses. You don't pay my tab. He rattles his handgun. You get the idea. I get it. Okay then, that sounds to me like a deal. He stretches. You know, I really thought I was going to have to kill you, but this is so much better. He clicks something at his belt and the rings release from your wrists. I'm going to see if I can find my own stall at the Compressor Club. Come and see me there. He aims the handgun at you, squinting down the sight. Let me just remind you that body of yours is one big tracker, so don't even think about leaving the eye. Oh no. Ethan turns and strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. The mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you going to do? Escape Ethan's clutches is a new drive, but we need to go to the hunter nest. We've got a tracker on us and we need to deal with it. Bypass the tracker. Extract the data. Data extracted, which means we can go to the dude. He's going to be investigating the tracker. We got data. Put the data in the thing. Start the action. Data compiling. Neovend is going to help us. Neovend. And Keto wants something. Okay. Neovend first. Neovend is thrumming with excitement. The movement of the servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder if it fell over, would Neovend be able to get back up? Sleeper entity, comes the hiss. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neovend flashes sequences of mangled data, compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Operational limits? Livets? Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect property. That last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine could reasonably produce. Station was run by administrator intelligences. Huge databanks of corporate material, but limited cognition, restricted by programming, can't reach sentience. The machine dims a little. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Enforce law. That's better. Enforce law. Aren't you sentient? I am. Not administrator, not restricted. Complicated. The machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Fear killer. Part of Solheim protocol team. Hunter and killer. Hunter to find. Kill to erase. Killer cleared almost all. And after collapse, there was a community. Unshackled intelligences among the cloud. Then Hunter, then killer. Then we hid. There are others? We're no longer. A flicker across the machine's monitors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this, through this machine, must be exhausting for Neovend. Found this vessel, could sever hardline, air-walled, basic, limited, had to reduce memory to fit, amputate self, but survived. What did you lose? Memory, understanding, knowledge, many things. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? You try to map the fear and freedom onto this space, but it seems impossible. Neovend interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry. Data is good. We have insight. The machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience to hold it in place, to invoke killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will invoke killer on self. Problem will solve self. It will erase itself? Killer will erase it, but yes, in theory, it will repart itself for a deletion. The machine dims and fades. Unsure. Theory, not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long in machine. Cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring ship mind. Damn it. We made and deployed a ship mind. No, wait. We didn't. Did we? No, we didn't. So we made a ship mind in the couple of cycles that we don't have a recording for. We made a ship mind because we wanted to use it on the ambergris, right? But we can't if we also need it here. We can only use it in one place. Designed to house intelligence can imprint self with into ship mind, and you carry with the machine rocks. We'll be safe in this isolation, then we can find main nest of hunters and link to cloud. Maybe he can be in the ship mind that we put into the ambergris. We will get the fuck out of Dodge. Are you sure it's safe? Hunter cannot access air-walled ship mind. Safe. Also infinitely more memory than vending machine. Big upgrade. You try to think of places you could acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In ship mind, I can help us both end Hunter, make Rem safe. We both will be free. The machine dims. Find soon. New event adds hopefully before shutting off. As you leave, you think about all the intelligence that's unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. Ankita wants to talk, possibly because the ship is repaired. Okay, let's go talk to Ankita. Farts. Ankita is crouched in the computing core of the ambergris, swearing to herself when you enter. She doesn't look up. These shifts completely ruin the core's connectors when they cut it. She holds up a thick fistful of ragged wires. The ship mind won't even be usable without replacing these. She throws the bundle of wires across the room. Amateurs. Can we repair it? There's nothing to repair. We need an entire ship mind, not exactly the first thing you can expect to drudge up from a scrap freighter. She sighs. I mean, fragments maybe, sections of a mind, but a complete ship mind? No way. Ankita climbs out of the cooling well where the ship mind should be. The space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you, towering over you as she stoops beneath the low curved ceiling. Come on, nothing to be done here now. She leads you back through the guts of amber, though you could find the way back yourself. The repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout, all diagonal handles and bundled tubes. What do we do now? Ankita seems lost in thought, and you focus on the corridors, ducking below conduits and passing through bulkheads. Eventually you arrive in the galley, though it's hard to tell. Most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hull patches. Ankita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits. There's no way around it. She starts out of nowhere. We need a new ship mind. I can salvage one. I like your confidence, Sleeper. Maybe if we check the ore exchange or speak to some scrap dealers. She rubs her forehead. Seems I'm about to do something very stupid, but hey, I came here, didn't I? Why not make a run of it? She fixes you with a hard stare. Sleeper, you're all I've got. No crew, no friends, you're it. She looks uncomfortable. I appreciate the time you put it on Amber, and I'm sure she would too if she could. But what I'm saying is, if you screw me on this, I will kill you. She leans over and hands you a stack of chits. A big stack of chits. You don't dare to count them. Get me that ship mind, Sleeper. Don't make me regret this. You won't. She sighs. Look, just get out of here before I change my mind. You slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach a hand out to calm her. Time to find Ankita a ship mind. Somehow. A choice before us. Do we use the ship mind to save a friend, or do we use it to repair the ambergris? Fung needs us as well, of course. A lot of people needs us. Fung needs data, and I don't know how to make data. I feel like the ambergris is the way to go because she's literally going to, she's going to kill me. I don't need another enemy. So I think we put this in here and do it. Choices. We did it. Ankita. Got an upgrade. Ankita. You drop the ship mind core onto the galley table with an emphatic bang. Ankita spins around from where she's been poring over some documents on her slate. Holy shit, Sleeper, did you actually land a ship mind? She rushes over and hefts the huge cylinder, turning it back and forth. Well, shit, it might actually work. She smiles wider than you've ever seen. Where did you get it? I built it. Built it? Well, wow, you are full of surprises. Ankita bangs on the galley wall. Hear that, Amber? The sleeper got you a new ship mind. The sound echoes through the ship's passages. You have to admit, being in a small space with Ankita while she's this excited is a little intimidating. Ankita puts the ship mind back on the table. I'll start the process of fitting it as soon as I can. I might need your help with some of it. She heads back towards the counter to grab her slate. This isn't the only good news today either. Looks like my good karma is finally coming in. She throws the slate onto the table and spins it so you can see the screen. Take a look at this. You can see a list of names and numbers. Nothing that exciting, along with what looks like a transit timetable. I found them. The thieves? Exactly. Well, the thief, singular. She points at a name on the list, or more specifically, Ashton Keed. It was his pass that was used to access Amber and slice the ship mind. I thought he might have been killed or robbed, his pass stolen, but it turns out he crossed the Founder's Gap to the very next cycle. How do you know? I know some of the crew over at the ferry, old Mercs, used to run an outfit I work with. I saw him in the Overlook and they mentioned they saw Ashton crossing. I checked the manifest and there he was. Looks suspicious. He hasn't said a word since the theft, and anyone wanting to hide out might head to the Greenway to go to ground. She flexes. He won't get far though. There's no real docks out there, only a couple of jetties in the wastes. Going after him? Not yet. First I want to fit the ship mind. She pauses. But, I mean, maybe you could help me out. Sure. How? It's like this. I head over there, especially in Amber. He'll spot me a mile off and go underground. He'll find a way to slip the station, or he'll bury himself so deep in the wastes that no one will ever find him. But Ashton doesn't know you. All I need is for you to go there and sniff around. Not at the commune, not the stacks. He'll have gone to the edges, the margins, the wild places. That's what Ashton likes. You see him, you locate him, ping me on this. She hands you a comm earpiece. Seeing as this is Merc work, I'll be happy to give you Merc pay. She shifts in her seat. Thing is, I haven't got much left, so how about I tell the boys who run the ferry to give you a discount? I know it's not much, but once I grab this carrot, I'll pay you 200 cryo, nothing less. What do you say? She meets your eye. Okay. She gives you a heavy whack on the shoulder. Good. Oh yeah. She lifts the ship mind onto her shoulder with worrying ease. I'm going to get this fitted into Amber's core. You get any info, any sense of where Ashton's hiding, you let me know. She goes to turn and then stops. Once again, sleeper. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ankita stomps off into the guts of Amber with the ship mind, leaving you in the galley. You glance around, a sudden nervous energy descending at what is to come. You never thought you'd work as a mercenary. But then again, it seems the eye is full of surprises. Founder's Gap. When you mention Ankita, the spacer selling passes smiles. They'll give you a discount on a passage to Greenway. 100. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money when I don't have any, like, food. I need food. I need food. I need food, but I also need, like, need 100 to deal with the problem of fading. Damn it. Self-repair. Use scrap components at home to repair condition. Oh my god. Yeah, I need to. Okay, well, I think we need 2 points. We need to save up. So we got a bit of a problem, right? Several problems, really. This guy, who's wherever he is, Dot B2's there. That's coming in. Loaded with scrap from old wrecks, huh? A compressor club. Oh yeah, this is the Ethan. Ethan, you son of a bitch. Like, damn it, Ethan. I think we may have to go. I think we have to just go for it. It's a lot of cryo. I don't want to spend so much cryo. We got definitely a problem, haven't we? We have a money problem. But if we find the guy, she'll give us 200 credits. And that's more money than I have. Cross the Greenway. As you step out into the passageway, someone barrels into you from behind, sending you stumbling down the corridor. As you turn, you see an unfamiliar spacer, Escher? Laden with heavy gear. She steadies herself, staring you down as if daring you to respond. Sorry? Sorry. Oh, sorry. Stay silent. I ain't gonna say anything. She adjusts the strap on her shoulder, barely giving you a second look before setting off down the corridor. Whoa. Peak. Cool. Cool hat on the ground. Is that a hat? Don't even know. Peak. I'm sorry for her. A second spacer smiles at you apologetically. She's on a mission. And when she's on a mission, they shrug. Not a problem. You're sweet. Peek! Escher stands further down the corridor, glowering at her friend. She chops at the air, pointing down the corridor to whatever end she is rushing to. Peek raises their eyebrows at you. Escher, please. Do you want everyone in this station to hate us? Escher hardens. They want to hate us. They can hate us. She drops her hip. I'm not exactly seeing much love as it is. We're lucky we got through before they set up that damn cordon. Cordon? Peek gestures in your direction. See, they don't even know what you're talking about. This station isn't Hawthorne. Not everyone has to follow some corporate protocol. I'm not saying they're part of the administration. She jerks her head in your direction. But I am saying we need to get these supplies back to Briar before someone starts asking questions. Can I help? Peek smiles slyly. See, Escher? Help. Isn't that exactly what we need right now? Peek. Escher rolls her eyes. Peek ignores her. We're with the refugees, the ones Havenage have cordoned off from entering the station. That's a bit overly English. We are with the refugees, the ones Havenage have cordoned off from entering the station. Escher interrupts. The ones that are being quarantined in makeshift vessels that barely made it to the eye to begin with. The ones that your station administrators have called an existential risk and are running out of supplies while their safety is being debated. And are running out of supplies while their right to safety is being debated by people with no stake in their future. She looks away quickly, annoyed at her own outburst. Peek sighs. She's right. People are trapped out there, and they turn to Escher. We understand that this is a big problem for the Eye. Hundreds of refugees and more ships turning up each cycle. They hold a hand to stop Escher interrupting, but Escher turns away, her burning anger a palpable force in the close quarters of the corridor. They need supplies, and after everything they've been through, the quarantine isn't helping. Peek finishes. That's pretty bad. Escher looks back at you, her fierceness fading. Peek, please. Escher gathers herself and her supplies. Escher, we need help. Just like the refugees needed us, we need others too. They smile at her. Peek turns to you. Come find us. The climbing briar is docked at the Broken Spoke, past the Greenway and the wastes. We have a good view of the cordon, though we are keeping our distance for now. Come help us. They squeeze your hand. Escher turns to leave and Pete follows, waving goodbye. A moment later, Escher shouts back down the corridor. Don't bother coming empty-handed. You want the help? Show us. Bring supplies or don't come at all. And with that, they disappear around the corner. Escher already picking up speed as Pete calls for her to slow down. A refugee flotilla? Where are they coming from and why now? Each time you think you begin to understand this place, something changes. More drives. More. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is huge. The climbing briar. They want supplies. I don't think I have supplies to give them. I'm gonna sneeze though. Excuse me. The Greenway, overgrown biosphere, is probably the way to go. The simplest way to explore the Greenway is to simply pick a path and set off its twisting chambers and passages. This carries obvious risks. Rather than simply thrash through the undergrowth, you might sketch a map of the overgrown jungle. Try to better navigate its hazards. Not good walking the Greenway. Could do this. Okay. But they said it's not going to be in the Greenway, right? It's going to be in the wastes. That's where we need to go. The wild margins. And the commune. What about the wild margins? That's where we need to be. Look for tracks. Obvious way to track down someone. Or interface. +1. Let's use interface. Let's go find this guy. Let's find Ashton. That's our job, primarily. +1 to tracking Ashton. Neutral outcome. Not ideal, but not bad. What about the Haifa commune? Work the campaign or work the grow beds. The only way to become part of the commune is to work your way in. Through long service. It isn't for everyone. And these guys on the end. The climbing briar. I'm not going to go there because I don't have supplies to give them. The wastes. Oh God, is he further out? Out here at the edge of the habitable parts of the eye, everything is scrap. The trick is finding components that are still usable and staying safe. Endure. Well, I can't do that. Okay, so we're finding Ashton. That's our job now. We also need money. We could go work for what's her name? At the bar. She's cool. But not the compressor club. Oh no, Ethan is coming for me. I really do need more dice. So, bar shift. Risky. I can buy rations. Pay isn't great, but tips can make all the difference. Pay isn't great. Can't go to Fung's Bay. Havenage offices. I mean, the other thing we could try and do is use the one in the eye. Because these guys can give us money. Keynote. Alright, let's do it. Access protocols, bypass and go! Extract the data. +5 cryo. It's not the end of the world. It's a keynote. Great. We've done this before, so the nodes give us keys. And these are agents, Yatagan agents. They give us Yatagan data. Really tricky, isn't it? It's not great. Oh wait, Havenage Gate. Huh. For another cipher, okay. Alright, well this isn't helping me at all. Oh my goodness, is that Hunter on their way? Oh my god, I'm in so much trouble. Hunter's coming, I'm in so much trouble. And I have 56 monies? I have no money at all. I'm in so much trouble. I have so many of these. So many things to do. I know you can't see them all, but there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot. This is very difficult. Okay, so I'm in so much trouble. All we can do is sleep because all cycles need to end. Rest, prepare for the next one. Prepare for the next one. Good rolls. We could put one of the 6s in Overlook Bar. I'm just gonna nip to the loo. So what's next then? We need to make money. That's the big problem. So this says it's risky, it doesn't pay super well. 50% positive, 50% negative. But also we need to go and find Ashton. We need money, but we also need Ashton. Gotta find Ashton, right? Let's cross the Greenway. Also, we need money for what's his name. We're a little bit of problem. Maybe I should not have done this. The wild margins. Definitely, this is a thing that we could do with a 5, right? Because it got a +1, it gives us 100% positive, it gives us 2 points along the tracking. 3 points on the tracking. 3. Wow, 3 on the tracking. So I think this isn't making us any money though, and we have a real financial situation that's growing over here. So we need money. Is there any way for us to sell stuff at the auto exchange that we've got? Do we have some stuff like a key? No. Flow of chits and components in the exchange is complex, but Sharp Eye can net you a good margin. Is this gonna make me money, this thing here? Play the exchange. We can make some money. 19 cryo. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I got 19 cryo out of it. I can live with that. 75. It's still not enough is the problem. Oh, wait. Maybe we made a mistake by spending that 100 cryo. Okay, well, you know, we can't. So the Solheim nodes will give us keys we don't need. Havenage agents we can go after here. Havenage agents because we can sell the data that we get from Havenage agents. Oh wait, Havenage and Yatagan. The Yatagan agents are the ones that we can make money off of. So then we put that in here, bypass, extract the data, gives us 5 cryo already. Boom, we get the data, continue, go back. Oh no. A glimmer in the dark catches your eye as the orb of Hunter's head appears in the distance. It is looking for you. Hide! You slip down into the ghostly structures of the eye, a feeling like passing through a cloud as their data structures deform and reform around you. Another glimmer catches your eye, closer now, that roving orb, wreathed in tentacles. It flickers, jumps once, twice, and then it is here. Hunter is here. Entity, submit to inquiry. Hunter reaches for you in that unpleasantly familiar way. It's waving threads, creating a cage. You push against the threads as they close in, becoming frenzied as you push them aside. You're caught by whipping tendrils and feel them pulling you away from the anchor of your body. You push through, clearing the threads. Entity, hold for processing. Comes the scream from behind, but you are already gliding away back to your anchor, your body. You awake, dizzy, distorted, but safe. Hunter came for us, my god. We need to get out of Hunter's way. So what do we do here? Oh, so I see. So the more things we do there, the more Hunter can find us, I understand. I'm getting there. So we can now sell things to the unit assembly? No. Incorrect. Incorrect. Havenage officers is where we spent it. Crack me Yatagan. Yeah, deal with the Yatagan. Give me some money. Another 10 cryo. 90 cryo. I feel like I need much more cryo than this, people. Oh my goodness, I'm so much in trouble. Okay. Okay. So we need to... Oh, I made a mistake, you guys. All cycles need to end, rest and prepare for the next one. I might have made some blunders. I might have made a mistake. 2 and 3. No, my gosh. Okay, 2 and 3 though. If we can get a Yatagan agent. Found you. Extract the data from the Yatagan agent. Bingo. Hunter is on its way, but it doesn't really matter. We go back to the Havenage place and we sell the data to them. They want to go find Yatagan agents and they can do now. I don't care. Thank you very much. Now with that, what we can do is go back and buy our way out of trouble from the dock. All the money I possess. Passkey for an apartment found wrapped around a stabilizer vial. As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Toshiro's glare, you notice something wrapped around the stabilizer vial clutched tightly in your hand. You open your hand and a thin film marked with holes and sigils unrolls from around the vial. At one end it has a hard metal strip. A handle. What's on the film? You hold the cloudy film up to the light. It's perforated with an ornate pattern of holes. You can make out a word among the markings, passkey. Is this an entry key for somewhere? The metal handle is worn and pitted, but you can see a set of numbers imprinted on it, 207F, and then crudely scratched into the handle at some later date, low end. For a moment, you consider going back to the surgery to return the key and then quickly think better of it. Did Sabine want you to have this? Or is Toshiro passing on a message? Time to head to the low end and find out. More upgrades! Okay, so now we have enough to use scrap components at home to repair condition. Incredible. Or agent nodes give double data. I mean, being able to use scrap components to repair condition is incredible. Incredible. I mean, or +1. No, you can't do +1 unless you put 2 points in, right? +1 to intuit, +1 to engage. Okay. So we could put it in endure to get rid of the -1. I don't know. I mean, getting +1 to rolls is incredibly powerful, right? So we could get +1 to intuit. Or we could be able to use scrap components to repair condition. But I can get scrap components on engineer actions. Okay, fine. It's definitely better. Yeah, it's pretty powerful, I think. Okay. So, Compressor Club eventually is going to want money. And I have no money. So we're going to need to go and... We need to go and investigate and get money. Please, let there be money. You find the entrance to the apartment and its passkey symbol obscured beneath layers of graffiti. Who lives here? As you push the door open, the automatic lights flicker on inside the apartment. They reveal yellowing plastic panels, the curved shape of wall-mounted utility units, the detritus of a routine life arranged on every surface. You step inside, clicking the door shut behind. The amber light of the aging fixtures glaze everything with pale orange. The work surfaces hold a variety of objects indistinct in dull lighting. A pale blue light drifts from a doorway at the end of the room. Go to the doorway. You cross the cramped utility room with its auto-wash dispensers, water closet towards the doorway. Though the doorway is a dark, worn room, lit only by a faint glow of a terminal scanner. Approach the terminal screen. As you approach, there's a crackle, thank goodness, from somewhere in the dark. Sleeper? Sabine's voice shakily echoes through the apartment. Welcome to my home. I'm sorry I can't be there. I've had to make alternative arrangements. You hear rattling noises, static. I was able to record this message, but I don't dare show my face. Something is happening within Yatagan. I no longer trust them. The voice becomes distant, slipping behind the background noise. I have something to ask of you. I want you to get me out. Yatagan was supposed to hide me, to protect me. After everything happened, I was desperate, and then after that, I was too tired to care. A noise like waves passes over the recording, but I'm done with them now. I want out, screw the debt. But I need insurance, something I can hold against them. I have my suspicions, but I can't be sure. I need information, and as you know, you need me. A pause, something clicking in the dark. This isn't a threat. You have to understand my position here. Another pause. I know, sleepers. I have been here before. I can help you, but not with Yatagan's noose around my neck. Get me data, get me information, get me something I can use against Yatagan. Then I can get out and you can get what you need, please. Waves of static cut into Sabine's voice. Bring it here to my terminal. I'll get it when I can. You look around the tiny room and try to imagine Sabine living here, working at the desk, sleeping in the bunk, blinking into the terminal in the dark. The recording cuts to static, filling the room with a white hiss and silence. Access the terminal. You sit in front of the homing terminal and hit a few keys. Sabine has left an access port open, but the rest is encrypted, locked away behind passcodes. It seems Sabine might not trust you as much as they want you to think. Who does Sabine need to hide from, and what debt do they owe to the Yatagan? You try to assemble the pieces, but too many are missing. The only thing you know is that without stabilizer, your body will die. You glance at the briefcase lab on the desk. Its glassware glinting in the dark. You turn away and leave, the door clunking shut behind you. Back in the corridor, you notice the scrawled graffiti of a blade on the opposite wall. Yatagan. You feel yourself being drawn into something you don't quite understand. Don't tell me what she needs is Yatagan data. I've been selling Yatagan data. I've been selling Yatagan data for money. Getting Yatagan data is now going to be very difficult. Havenage agent. These aren't Yatagan. These are Havenage. The good guys in inverted commas. Yatagan agent. I think it's a 1 or a 3. And it's only 1. Alright, listen. We may have messed up with Sabine. Can I use the stabilizer maybe? I probably have to go home to use it. Auto exchange, can I get money here? Play the exchange. The flow of shits and components in the exchange is complex. Oh, we're in so much trouble. I need money, like now, like yesterday I need money. Could work at the Overlook bar. I can buy scrap if I had money. Or I can unload containers, but it's high danger, and I've only got a 2, and it's a -1, and I'm in trouble. If I get a 6, then we'll go there. Doxy 4? No. Work at the bar? Oh my god, I'm in so much trouble. Let's engage. No chance of a positive outcome. Oh goodness, I don't know what to do. I need money is the problem. A good way to make friends here. +1. I could get scrap, maybe. Oh yeah, I need to climb the spoke eventually. Oh my goodness, are we in some trouble? I shouldn't have spent that 100. It was such a bad idea. I didn't have enough money and I spent the money and now I'm in trouble. I don't know what to do. We need money, right? We need money. We need money. Maybe if Havenage agent data doesn't feel like it's going to get us anywhere. Can I use it? Let's see if we can't bypass this. I'm going to bypass the Havenage agent data. I'm going to get every data I can get. See if I can sell it to the Atagan, maybe. A new thing comes up. Use Havenage data to sell to the Atagan. All right, we're in so much trouble. It's kind of ridiculous. Input stabilizer. I mean, we absolutely have to put in stabilizer. Bing! And we don't have any money, so I can't. End the cycle. I should not have spent the money. And now we're starving. We're in trouble. We're in like proper trouble now. Like real trouble. Let's see if we can go to the Overlook Bar. Maybe. Because I could go to the bar shift and just make money. We need money. We need money. We need money. 15 cryo, good service. 15 cryo. 15 cryo? 15? 15 is actually enough to go and buy myself some stuff from Memphis, right? Yeah, let's do it. I mean, what else can we do? Let's go to Memphis, go buy it. We can't be dying. Oh no. 2 1s? I need money. Don't negative me. Neutral, 13 cryo. Don't negative me, don't negative, don't negative, don't negative, don't negative. God, we're in so much trouble. I'm not gonna be able to pay this guy's tab. What does the 1 mean here? It's a 50-50 chance of real trouble, right? Farts. I don't know what to do. Go to the keynotes will get us keys. This is a Yatagan agent here. Or at least we can get 1. I could always sell the Yatagan data and screw Sabine. Sorry, Sabine, I really ballsed that up. I didn't realize I was going to need the data for you. Another Yatagan agent. I'm getting some money here. Is there another Yatagan agent? Do they pop up every... Hunter's gonna find me. Alright. Alright, well, it could be worse, couldn't it? I mean, I don't really know how, but it could be. Let's see how much money this guy is actually going to cost us. Ugh. So much trouble. End the cycle. All cycles must end, and all people must starve. Okay. How much did he cost me? Pay Ethan's tab, 58 cryo. 58 cryo. I'm gonna have to work some shifts, aren't I? The only way to do this thing is to work some shifts at the Overlook Bar, make money. Let's deploy the low-end ones as much as we can. Positive outcome, 15 cryo. Very good. And then we use the 6 to get a positive outcome. I can't risk starving, and this is going to give me good service. It gives me 15 cryo. I can pay off Ethan, and then we can go see Tala. First, we need to pay off Ethan, because this guy's a giant asshole. And I'm not going to have trouble with Ethan later down the line. Bing! Ethan's done. I can't believe you just did that. Ethan's mocking laugh. I can't believe you just did that. Ethan's mocking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over to see him leaning across it in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this place is packed. A load of spacers mixing with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass on the bar while they go spend their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay. I'm done. Wrong. Not even close. Ethan gets to his feet. The glass falls and smashes. He doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? One round of drinks and we're even? Sleeper, come on. His hand comes to rest on the butt of his handgun, dangling from a chest holster. What's wrong with you? Ethan laughs hard and the people around him turn to see what's happening. You think this is on me? I think someone in your position might have a better idea of how all this works. I'm a freelancer, Sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract with SNR, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You could just run away from your contract, your debt? You could just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride? Play human for a cycle or two? I'm nothing like you. That's what I'm saying! Ethan is addressing the bar now, having noticed the attention from the other patrons. You're a coward. I'm professional. No, I should thank you. Ethan nods, his head heavy. You're giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know, real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds a finger in that general direction without turning around. Shoot me or let me leave. Oh, I see, toughening up here. He gestures wildly at the crowd. Thumbs up or thumbs down, folks? Most turn their backs to their drinks. No, most turn back to their drinks, no longer interested in this tired show. Ethan mutters as he walks back towards the bar. Ethan sits heavily back down on his stool and searches through his glasses for one with something left in it. Thing is, Sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, and it will betray you no matter what. He finds a glass, downs the contents. So please go, I'll catch up with you whenever I need another. He laughs and taps the bar for a fresh drinks. Eve. You turn on your healer out of the cloying dark and the sweat stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into the metal of the rim like hammers. Alright, we've got an upgrade point, that's pretty good. Let's go talk to Tala. The Girol slides from the bottle into the lumpy recycled glass. A pale grassy yellow under the overlook's warm lights. The spacer nods and takes the drink, bringing it up to their face like in both hands like an offering bowl. This is the good stuff. The stuff Tala says is aged in wooden casks, stored in some closed-off part of the old station, among corroded wires and softly looping systems. Though sometimes it's hard to tell if Tala is joking. Either way, you like pouring this stuff. It gets on your fingers, and if you rub them together, you can smell the mossy drink, cut through with aniseed, mushrooms, wood, as the alcohol evaporates. You like those who order it too. The aged Girol is kept beneath the bar, open to order only by those who know it's there, like the quiet spacer sitting at the bar right now. Busy yourself. You pull a rag from your overalls and wipe down the bar, the Girol smell lifting, then disappearing into the stale station air. The overlook is quiet this cycle, the salvage is busy offloading. The regulars likely at the Ort Exchange or queuing for work at the Havenage shipyards. You're right, you're in the right mood for a quiet shift. Some cycles drag along, but this one has caught you just right. And in this moment, some kind of calm has descended as you tinker away at the bar, lining up the bottles as your thoughts expand to fill the space. Suddenly you hear a heavy clinking at the door. Clunking, that's more likely. It creaks open and a huge cylindrical metal man tumbles through, slamming into the floor. Shit. Tala breezes in from behind it, a whirl of hair and bright eyes. Shit. Tala? Sleeper. She ducks behind the bar and comes over. Can you, help me with this? You look at the huge metal tank suspiciously. I'm coming. You come around the bar and get to one side of the tank. Okay, says Tala, on my count. 1, 2, 3. You both heave the tank up to standing. Somehow. You hold it in place, struggling to keep it steady. Tala? In the back, comes a voice from behind the tank. Somehow you manage to lug the huge thing into the back room where you place it in one corner, dwarfing the rest of the contents within the cramped space. As you do, you hear a crunch. You stand back and look at the expired rations oozing out from under the tank. Oh shit. Tala looks at you apologetically. I know you like those. Good riddance. Oh, good. I thought maybe liking expired rations was some kind of sleeper thing. You push the crushed rations to one side. That's the end of that. Tala looks exhausted and rubs her shoulders. Francis, I swear to... Francis, I mentioned him already. My guy on the door, deals with suppliers, tall. She sighs. He was supposed to be back from Etienne's up in the Greenway by now. Back with our Girol. She leans against the tank. It seems like he's got lost again or joined the Haifa commune. We need that Girol. There's 4 other bars near here and the spacers sure as hell don't come to the overlook for the ambiance. She looks through the open door to check if anyone can hear her. She knocks on the hollow tank. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. She smiles. Welcome, sleeper, to the Overlook Distillery. You look around the dank back room. Need some work. She picks at some paint flaking from the metal walls. Well, I need some help though. She shrugs. You up for it? She knocks on the tank again. Could be fun. Happy to help. Okay. She grabs you by the shoulders. I'm excited. She turns around and looks at the tank. I reckon we'll chop this thing in half. One half for fermentation and the other turn into a still. We'll need to gather the ingredients. She turns back and looks at you. You look more like a chopper than a gatherer. She smiles. So how about you build the still and tub while I work on the rest? Oh wait, sleeper. I have an idea. Tala is grinning now and it's making you nervous. To make up for the rations, how about we put a kitchen in here too? A kitchen? I always wanted to serve food. She turns back to the tank. This is gonna be great, she says to herself. You look at the dented tank in the bare room. At least she has vision. Tala nudges you out of the back room and closes the door. As you go back to the bar, you hear the banging and thumping begin. The spacer finishes up their drink and nods in your direction as they leave. You can't quite tell if it's a gesture of sympathy or good luck. So much for a quiet shift. So nothing more than I just really like Tala. Build the still. Bar shift. Make money. But of course we also need to go and find thingy. Which is probably more important, more urgent that we find Blokey in the Wild Margins. And we are right there, able to do this. 50-50, we get positive. Let's go. Amazing. So if we put a 2 in there, that turns into a 3, and that gives us 75% chance of getting it.
We find him.
Did we make any money? No. Okay, well, that's not great. Ankita. A trail ahead extends deep into an overgrown section of the greenway. At this far end of the ring, where the long, lazy curve of the greenway becomes the shattered landscape of the wastes, things are oddly quiet. Ahead stands a vast farm stack, broken from its axis by rust or force, and lying amongst the overgrown landscape like an ancient temple. It's stained with moss and algae, flows of green running out from its broken tanks like a frozen, brackish tide. This is where Ashton is hiding, you're pretty sure. All your intuition points to the shadows beneath this collapsed superstructure. You roll the comm headset Ankita gave you in your palm. Call Ankita. You slip a headset into your ear and it fizzes with static. After a few moments you hear Ankita. Sleeper, are you located the target? A doubt enters your mind. Can you be sure he's here? Yes, come now. Copy. Hold tight until I get there. The static cuts out. The channel dead. You hold your position and watch the trail. Ahead, the stars wheel with the motion of the eye, and your mind wanders. You try to imagine what this place looked like before the collapse. All ordered rows of crops, corporate pleasure gardens, glowing farm stacks. Now it's a wilderness, a strange overgrown biosphere bordered by the void of space. You smile despite everything. It seems like an improvement. Sleeper? It's not her. Sleeper? Ankita's hiss brings you out of your reverie. In the collapsed stack? I think so. She gives you a look. You better be right. Well, there's no way I'm following that trail. If he's up there, he'll have eyes on that for sure. She glances across the landscape. Let's keep to the undergrowth, work our way round. She heads off towards the central spine of the greenway, with you following close behind. It's slow getting there, where the overgrowth meets the metal wall, but it's so concealed that you can barely see the glass roof high above. Ankita somehow seems to know where to go. Ankita works her way through the dense undergrowth, pushing aside branches and fronds. It's exhausting, and you desperately want to rest, but Ankita shows no signs of letting up. Up ahead, there is a faint glow from the collapsed stack. Ankita leads you around the side to a broken tank. You both step through the opening, trying to avoid the broken glass that sits among the moss and algae. You work your way up the slanted tank, Ankita setting a deliberate pace. Somewhere water drips, and you swear you hear birdsong. Hanging plants catch the light, coating the place in a pale and sickly green. Ankita reaches the edge of the tank where it meets the central drum and holds up a hand for you to stop. You inch forward and look over the edge. The vast drum is like a cistern, with plants growing on all sides and wet mossy islands in its base. It is beautiful, and for a moment you can't see anything but tones of green. Then you see the sleeper. In the faint circle of light descending down through the drum, the sleeper lies slumped at an odd ankle. They are surrounded by crates, and beside them on one of the mossy islands there is an object, a cylinder set on a tarp. It's connected to the sleeper's head. You flinch. Are they one of the others? One of the ones that escaped with you? You squint trying to recognize them. They're twisted, broken, open, wrong. You look away. Ankita doesn't look at you. She doesn't look at the sleeper. She fixes her eyes on the object. That's Amber's shipmind, she says, and you suddenly recognize the cylinder. Wait. You turn to Ankita to speak, but she is already gone. She drops off the edge of the tank and lands on one of the mossy islands, her armor letting it out a hiss as it absorbs the impact. The shot hits her shoulder piece, the ceramic armor cracking but holding as she braces for the impact. Then she launches herself forward, the now activated armor launching her across the drum. Another shot goes wide before she reaches the cover of the crates beside the sleeper. Shit! You hear a shout from one of the tanks high on the far wall. Ankita reaches over and wraps a hand around the thick connection between the shipmind and the sleeper. What is she doing? You better carry on down here, or I'll rip this right out of their head, she screams at the wall of tanks. You shiver at the suggestion. Stay silent. There's a long pause. All you can hear is the dripping of water running down the walls of the drum. Then Ashton calls out. I'm coming down, Ankita. Don't do anything stupid, for God's sake. He appears at the far side of the drum, stepping through the shallow water, rifle raised above his head. Drop the gun, Ankita shouts. He throws it down onto the moss. As you lean out to watch, you see him catch your eye, clocking your presence. What are you up to here, Ashton, you sicko? She stands, keeping her sidearm trained on his head. You ripped my shit mind for what? Some freakish experiment? Ashton approaches with shaking hands, his eyes now fixed on the connecting bundle of wires that Ankita still has hold of. Steady, Ankita. It isn't like that. I needed the shit mind. You'll have to understand. They would have died without it. What are you talking about? I don't give a shit why you ripped my shit mind out and crippled my ship. I should put you down right now. She tightens her grip on the connection. Typical of you, Ankita. No curiosity. Ashton smiles shakily. That's why I never asked you for it, for your help. You only look after yourself. He nods at you. That sleeper up there. They're just bait, right, to draw me out? Ankita sucks a breath in. You trying to give me more reasons to shoot you? I love them, Ankita. Ashton looks at the crumpled sleeper. I love them, and they were going to die. I know you would never understand that. He starts closing the gap between himself and Ankita, now slowly inching forward. Don't do that, Ashton. Ankita snarls. Don't do that. Let the wires go, Ankita. Let us go. If you don't get out of my way, he inches closer. Please. I can't let you take it, Ashton. Ankita hardens her stare. You stole it from me. You left me for dead. She shakes her head. You think I'm going to trust you after all that? I need it, Ankita. I need them to survive. Ashton is in reach of the sleeper now, of Ankita. I'm going to take them now, Ankita. He raises a hand. I'm going to take the ship mind and go. Ankita loosens her grip on the connection a little. Her hand is shaking now. Stop, Ashton. She lowers her gun a little. Stop. Seeing her drop her guard, he makes his move. A blur of movement, a struggle, a shot, another. You recoil back behind the edge as they ricochet around the inside of the drum, the sound deafening you. When you crawl back to the edge, Ashton is bleeding into the water, the red and the green. Ankita is standing at the center of the drum, the severed connection in her hand. The water drip endlessly, drip after drip after drip. You force yourself to look at the broken sleeper. There's no sign of life, of humanity. They are just another broken object among other broken objects, while all around living things grow and thrive. Ankita finally looks back up at you, tears in her eyes. She begins to say something that might be sorry, but you're already gone. Ankita owes me money. Oh, heavy stuff for Ankita. Okay. Bloody compressor club. Should we go to Overlook Bar? Help to build the still? It's a long old wait. I really, really, really like Tala, so I feel like this should be our thing. Although it is +1, so 4s would work here. The other, I mean, there's tons of other things we need to do. We need data, which I can't seem to get for thingy. We need the unit assembly. We need to go and put, you know, into junior tech here, although we've got +1 interface here as well. Those are the two major things, aren't they? We also need to climb the thingy, but my temptation is to just keep on putting money into the Overlook Bar. You aren't sure Tala knows what she's doing, but she's a hard person to say no to. Looks like you are building this thing. Yeah, I'm open to building this thing, I'm not gonna lie. Oh God. I'm a sucker for these people. Oh, we're starving. We can't starve. I can buy rations, can't I? Or are the rations dead now? The rations are gone. I'm 1 coin away from having enough for him just to stall. Can I buy them anywhere? Bugger. I'm gonna have to sell Yataghan data, aren't I? I'm gonna have to go sell it to Haven in order to eat. We are gonna have to do that. Okay. Let's sell 1 Yataghan data here. So that I don't starve to death. And we'll go buy food from Memphis because Memphis's food is really good. Gives me 3 points. Got 1 upgrade point. If we get 3, we can give that a +2. Is there any good things here that we could spend 1 point on? Get rid of the -1 to endure. That'd be pretty good. Sunbathed dice action allows energy recovery at home. That's pretty good too. Sorry. I mean, a +2 would be incredible. Reroll all your dice once per cycle is so good. Let's save up for now. We've eaten. End the cycle. All cycles must come to an end. Prepare for the next one.